Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. Will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong, but they've got their punt team on the field on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here on 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
First down for this offense. The hand to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Goff. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, going up top. It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is.
Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Touch pass on the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Using his legs, it's Samuel. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Delivers to contact. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll keep it on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 35. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Bears have scored on just about every drive today. Feels that way anyway. Going to make that trip back to Waco a whole lot of fun. They're trailing by 14 to Baylor. Wheel circle.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
This is a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Goff. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw. And they will score! Touchdown, Indiana! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. They went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him lose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Looking for room at the 30.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if off he goes! The 30! 10! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's running in the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got enough space. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed in so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play and create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll immediately call timeout.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for a big play. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's going to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Goff. And that one's way too far for everybody. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 40. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Bloomington. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was...
He lobs one high down the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 10. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. On the run, it's Samuel. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Dukes are within striking distance, but time is not on their side. They had better solve this riddle and fast. They're up by 7 over James Madison. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Indiana! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give on the inside. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Goff. They're trying to get to it. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. A 1st down for the offense. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
He's tackled at the 27. 2nd down coming up.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
He'll try to tack on one more. He wants to... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some...
Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's out past the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Now on second down.
Brings up second down.
They'll try the run. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. 3rd and goal from way back there. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's still 3rd and goal. With jet sweep pass. Discards a man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Hard-hitting tackle. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, David. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in one week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.